Yeah, gentleman in the back.
Go ahead, honey. Ask your question.
Oh, I'm trying to get attention of I'm trying to get the little kids.
Come on.
What made you get so interested in making people laugh?
What made me get so... Say it again.
What made you get so interested in make people laugh?
Why was I so interested in people laugh? Well, I wanted to be an actor when I was 7, right? How old are you? 9. So 2 years before you're this age, I saw a play and I thought, oh, I really want to do that. And so I was trying to do dramatic roles in dramatic plays, but I wasn't getting cast at school. And then there's an English comedy group called Monty Python that I one day you may see that stuff if you ever see it. It's very weird and surreal, and it very much influenced me. And I found that they wrote their own stuff and then they acted in those sketches that they wrote. So I thought, well, I'll do that because then I could write myself a role and I'll be in it. And I did a little comedy thing when I was 12. And I got some laughs in that, and I thought, well, maybe I can make people laugh. So I sort of dropped out the idea of being dramatic, and about 12, 13, 14, I thought, okay, I'm going to do comedy. And I stayed with that until I was 30, and then I thought, I'm going to do drama as well. So now I do both of these things, and it's a little bit weird, but I do both, and that's why. Okay? Cool. Yeah. I would like to come back to Memphis. I can't say when I'm going to come back to Memphis. Yeah, 20 years. So every 20 years.
Come to Birmingham, Alabama.
Sorry?
Come to Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, I haven't been to Alabama.
We need you there, Eddie. We need you.
Well, at least it's closer than last time. I wasn't
true.
Anywhere. Yes, the person right there. Wait.
How do you handle dyslexia with your script?
How do I handle
Dyslexia with your script?
my dyslexia is, I had it tested. They said, we want to give you an award for being dyslexic and doing things. And I said, well, you have to test my dyslexia first, because I felt I was dyslexic, but I hadn't had it proven. So they tested me, and they said I was severely atypically dyslexic. So one side of me is very dyslexic, the other side isn't. I have a big mental memory. That's why I can hold all these things in my head, but I have very slow processing speed. My reading is okay. I can read off the page. My spelling is phonetic, and so, you know, cat with a K and all that kind of stuff. And so I don't have it as bad as a number of kids have it. I have this certain amount of dyslexia. My writing is small, the letters get larger and smaller, the lines go up and down, but I could deal with scripts without getting too scared, and I love doing it as well, and so I've memorized it as quick as possible. Yes. What stand-up makes me laugh? I'm going to take 2 more questions after this, okay? What's that? I really like Patton Oswalt.
Yes! Absolutely.
I've seen his stuff. So there's some Irish comedians that you should see. They'll be coming up here more. Tommy Tiernan, Dylan Marn. Who else? Chris Rock's very good. I like Jerry Seinfeld stuff. I loved Richard Pryor was someone who really influenced me initially. Billy Connolly, Scottish comedian.
Yes.
This is very good. And Steve Martin's early stand-up as well. Yeah, go right the way. Yeah.
I wanted to know how well you do with your so much intelligence that you put into your kids.
How do you mean? Is it difficult to do that?
Right.
It is in a way, because initially when you start, if you do stand-up comedy, you just want to make anyone laugh any way how. You pull faces, you wave your hands, you jump up and down, and you need to get the confidence up so that you can take an idea and try and slide something intelligent into it. So it is tricky, but I've done it. My first gig in America was in Overton Square, next to Bosco's in the car park. Sorry?
Was it Playhouse?
No, it was on the street performer. I was a street performer.
Okay.
20 years ago, I was a street performer. At Memphis and May Festival, there's a place diner called Bosco's, a restaurant. Yeah, and well, it wasn't there before, but it's now called Bosco's, and next to it there's a car park which has a decking thing on it. At the bottom of that was where I did my first gig. So that was street performing, and it was just entertaining people. I was on a unicycle getting out of a pair of handcuffs. And since then I started stand-up, and after about 5 years of doing stand-up, Yeah, I agree with that. And after about 5 years doing stand-up, you get more confidence. You have to build your confidence up to that point. And now I'm at that point where I can just sort of float around it. So I'm going to take one more question.
One more question.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one more. This one here is the last question.
When you were filming Valkyrie, did you ever get to talk with Tom Cruise about your religious beliefs?
Scientology cures dyslexia.
You know, I'm not. I believe in the philosophies as opposed to the religious. But no, we didn't go. He mentioned that he was in, Scientologist, and there was a lot of. If you've read the news, there was a lot of things about the German government didn't want someone who was a Scientologist doing certain filming and so. But we never actually got down and hammered it out. I know the director did. He said he had a lot of conversations on it, but I never did. I was there to do Valkyrie, and I love Berlin, you see. So I'm fascinated by the war and how the German nation, who I think are just a nation like any other people, how they went to that place. Because I think 12 years they went batshit crazy. Before that they were cool, and after that they've been cool. So I just think all countries actually go batshit crazy, but we usually spread it out over 200 years, and they just did it in 12 years. So that was that. But it was great. If you're on holiday, go to Berlin. Berlin is great. It's really cheap. You can buy property there. It's a great place to buy property. There's only 4 million people there, and they're looking to reinvent themselves. So Berlin's a great place to visit. So I will leave you with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eddie.